Topic number 3 and then also number 4. So number 3, exam day. We are a 2-question exam, so we're over here on the right side. 30 minutes before, so at 2:30, you will log in and check in. Use your e-ticket to get into the exam, complete identity information, and then wait. Around then 25 minutes or at 3 o'clock, a question 1 will appear, and you will have 25 minutes to read the question and develop your response. Then at 5 minutes after the 25 minutes, um, it will tell you to submit your response, and then you will wait for question 2. Question 2 will appear. You'll read your question, develop your response, and you will have 15 minutes for that. After the 15 minutes goes by, a timer will pop up saying you have 5 minutes to submit the response. You will do that. Here are some special notes for other classes. In your testing environment, you want to make sure that you have a quiet room, minimal distractions, enable the do not disturb, and let everybody know that you're taking a test and not to bug you. Make sure also that people are sharing the bandwidth with you on your internet, so tell them to get off while you're taking your test. All the work that you submit is supposed to be your own. It is not anybody else's. They've created some sophisticated detection technologies to see if you're doing other things on other devices during the middle of this test. So just don't do all that. Just do what you need to do it right, give your best, and and then hopefully that 3, 4, 5 score will be coming. Let's see here. And then you can read the rest of that. I'm not expecting any of you to be doing this, so let's just not go there. Checking into your exam. So 30 minutes before, so at 2:30, you will get going into getting into your exam with your specific e-ticket. You just click on the e-ticket and it takes you in there for that exam. So make sure you're clicking on comp size if you're taking more than one. You'll go through some identity things, and then a timer is going to show up like down here at the bottom. Once the exam starts, the first exam question will automatically appear. Do not refresh your browser. So do not refresh your browser. For most exams, your questions divided into parts. They're labeled in alphabetical order, kind of like they've been in AP Classroom. Use letters to organize your response. Here's a handwritten one. Let's see here. Make sure Grammarly is disabled. You could actually print the test questions if you want and go that way. By the way, you won't be able to move on to the second one until the whole time has elapsed. And once the time for the first one has finished, the second one will appear and you can't go backwards. Your normal testing things. Make sure you manage your time. There will be a timer at the bottom of the screen, but like I said, it will not beep. So you'll have to kind of glance at it now and then, or if you want to set a timer like on a watch or something, you can do it that way, or a phone, whatever, and have it beep. So that way then you kind of look up at your screen because you could get involved with your submission and kind of forget to watch the timer. So watch the timer. It will turn red 5 minutes before the time is up and remind you to submit your work. So you see right here, time left to submit work, 4:59. It says you can still earn a 5 even if you don't finish a response. So keep that in mind. If you don't submit your response on time, though, you won't get any credit. So losing track of time and not submitting a response is not an acceptable reason for a makeup test. The only makeup test reasons are really if your internet cuts out and you can't get back on or something like that. Submitting your response is a 2-step process. You can either attach a file or copy and paste, and then you click submit. If you don't click submit before the timer runs out, your response will not count. Once you click submit, your response will continue to transfer depending on your bandwidth. That's fine. You'll be able to move on to the next question even while your first one is still transferring. It says if a response continues to transfer after the exam ends, just wait for an on-screen message confirming that your exam is complete. So don't like leave your browser or anything, just leave it there until you see that exam is complete. If you never see this your AP exam is complete message, then you're going to have to go and request a makeup for June. What could go wrong? Accidentally closing your browser, device crashing, temporarily losing the internet, etc. If you feel if any of that happened to you, again, go to that site to request a makeup. Don't call the customer service centers because they're not open. Okay, after that, topic 4, exam scores, credit, and placement. So your scores are from 1 to 5. Let's see here. Beginning around July 15th is when scores will be released. And you also get a free score sent to send to whatever university you want. After that, it's $15 for each score report. And then at the last few pages here, they just have several colleges saying that they're going to still go ahead and take the AP credit. So here's one for Purdue, Vanderbilt, etc. They have several pages of that. Here's another one here, Virginia Tech, University of Washington, they'll still take it. Everybody's Marquette, this Wisconsin one will take it. Says during this challenging time, the AP program wants every interested AP student to have the opportunity to earn the college credit you've been working toward all year. You're supposed to stay safe and healthy. The last page of this document, when we check our browsers next week and make sure that everything works, if you're having trouble, you'll go to the last page of this document and that'll give you some tips. I'll remind you of that again next week. That's it. Thank you for listening to all of this. I hope all of you still plan on taking the AP because I think all of you will be able to do very well. Thank you. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.